Hi guys, Missy here from Edgebody Omaha, and today we're going to be talking about a great way to kind of work on isolating your leg strength. So we're going to be talking about the step up today. Great movement to do, like I said, to isolate those legs. I'm going to be talking about a couple different tips today. First tip is going to be foot placement and working on the drive, so the step up. Second is going to be what's considered full range of motion. And then the third thing that we're going to be talking about is the eccentric movement, or stepping down, and why that's important. And then last but not least, fourth tip today is going to be just showing you some different variations to keep you progressing in the future. All right guys, there's tons of exercises that you can do for your legs that work both legs at the same time. Back squat, front squat, RDL. That's what makes adding an exercise like the step up so important, because it's actually going to isolate one leg at a time. So then you can work on improving an individual leg strength, which is great for continued progress with those two leg exercises like your back squat, but then it can also help somebody coming out of an injury, rehab, and stuff like that to balance out the strength between both legs. So tips number 1 and 2, I'm gonna kind of merge together because we're gonna focus on the drive up and getting to full range of motion. So we wanna get that foot all the way up on the box. And if you notice, my knee in the start of this step up looks very similar to the bottom of the squat position. That's the hard part to drive up out. So we're isolating this leg. We don't want this leg to help us out by pushing off. We want to focus on using this leg only as much as we can. So I'm going to stay nice and braced and tight, eyes forward, and I'm going to try to drive slowly out of my heel so that I'm stepping all the way up with my right leg before my left leg ever comes here. Which leads us to tip number 2, that's full range of motion. Standing all the way up on the box with one leg before that other leg helps out. All right guys, so tip number 3, I'm now on the box. How am I going to get down? Okay, this is just as important as what you did to get up, because we want to work the right leg, or that leg that we just stepped up with, in both directions. So we've stepped up with the right leg, so now we're going to work on that eccentric drop. So same thing, I got up, I'm going to slowly lower with that leg down, so that then I'm ready to go to drive back up, and then slowly lower back down. Really trying to make sure that I keep my knee, okay, in line with my toe, and it's not coming in. And one more important thing is, once we're up here, we don't want to just drop. We're missing out on half of that movement that's really going to strengthen that leg. All right guys, now tip number 4, some variations. So the step up, as you can tell, this is on a 20-inch box. I can elevate it to 26 inches or make the step up a little bit higher to make it more difficult as I'm getting stronger. I can even grab a smaller box if I'm just not ready for this. So there's a lot of variations you can do depending on the level that you're at, but we want to first make sure that tips 1 through 3 look great and we're able to do them before we add weight. But when you're ready to add weight, these are some options, and this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so dumbbells. I can grab dumbbells, and then I'm going to go through the same movement. Foot up, drive with that single leg all the way up, and then nice and slow back down, and then switch legs. So drive up all the way, and then slowly lower down. Okay, so that's what dumbbell lunges or dumbbell step ups look like. Then, okay, I can do the same thing with a barbell. Okay, so this is going to be the more advanced movement. Practice with a barbell, and then I can always add weight in the future. Okay, always making sure that we're driving up with just that first leg and slowly dropping down. We don't want to drive and then have that other leg help us out. So that's what we're really avoiding on any type of step up. All right guys, so just to recap with the dumbbell step up, always want to perfect that body weight step up before we grab weight. So the next time you go to do one of these, whether it's a 12-inch box, a 20-inch box, or higher, you always want to make sure that you can go through that full range of motion, slow and controlled, okay, with just that lead leg. So just the leg that you're stepping with, you should be able to step up all the way and slowly lower. Once you have that perfected, then you can add things like your dumbbells, your barbells, and so on and so forth, okay? Thanks for tuning in for this movement tip series video. I hope that you found it beneficial and you'll be on your way to lifting even more weight with your step ups in the future. If you would like to see more videos like this, head to our blog, at edgebodyomaha.com, or make sure you sign up for our newsletter, and I send out more movement tips, recipes, and then some great testimonials about our members and stuff like that. Have a great day.